Long time no see. We just talked to you on Wednesday. Now you're here kicking butt on Saturday. How do you feel about that performance?
I'll admit I'm like way too critical of myself out the gate. And so we had all this downtime because I had to put a little glue on my eye. And so I was able to sit back there and watch the fight back. And given the circumstances, I'm proud. You know, I was dealing with, we got 4 bulging discs in my neck, 2 herniations, and it was a headache this whole camp. It was a longer notice than I like on this fight. I think we had like a 9-week notice. 5 of those weeks I was dealing with the neck, where we had to tiptoe around a lot of training, and then we were able to rip it kind of hard towards the end. And whatever happened towards the end of that first round, I think I didn't get hit clean with anything. It was kind of like I got like a clothesline or something, and my foot sort of stepped on when I was moving out. And I called it a slip right when I jumped up, but I had kind of like this paralysis feeling in my arms afterwards. And then I wasn't able to rattle off shots the way I would have liked to. And I don't know, it might just sound like an excuse, but you know, fuck y'all. It is what it is. I mean, that's what. And so I was having a really difficult time finding my hands after that. And I'm proud of the adjustments I made in securing the takedowns. It's something I've been wanting to do in my career for a while, is blend. I've always said I'm not like the best at any one thing, but I'm pretty damn good all around. And I haven't really shown that. And I think I finally showed like a level of experience and veteranship because, dude, Kurt's super tough. It's like the more you hit him, the harder he comes. And he really started to build some momentum in the second, and I was able to take it away from him by blending the game and finding my takedowns. And so I'm proud of that. I'm proud of securing some really smooth groundwork.
Yes, sir. And you know what? Being damn good at a lot of things, this is perfect for you, because this is mixed martial arts, and you have to pivot. And I'm sure once you talk to the team, the new team, by the way, the team.
Yeah, proud of the boys.
Yeah. You still haven't found the name, right? It's anonymous.
No, I mean this week we're the boys, but Luis Garul's fighting in a couple weeks, and I'm sure he's got a different name, like Mayhem Force or something. So we'll see.
So with Team Mayhem Force, how did it feel being in there? Now that you got some real work and you got those 15 minutes with a tough vet, did it feel good? Like, okay, I got good people behind me. I was able to implement some stuff. Did it go as close to according to plan?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if that was necessarily according to plan, but you know,
other than
we were prepared. You know, I'm proud. I'm proud of my effort. I'm proud of my team, and we're resilient. At this point, you know, you had 2 vets in there. Kurt's got 30 fights. I got over 20, and I knew. I knew it was going to go one of 2 ways, whether it be a dog fight or I was going to be able to find him and clean him. But I knew I was going to get my hand raised at the end, and I really, really believed that. And and we were able to execute and make the adjustments we needed to make, and I'm proud of that.
Absolutely. And earlier you called it excuse. I'm going to say an explanation, because people will wonder, like, what he had to do, and that's great. That's what a veteran does, a young veteran does. Plan B, C, D. If I can't use this,
I appreciate to the moon with that too, because I mean it is, and it was an alarming moment where you get up and my fingers are numb, you know, and it's like, okay, what do we do now? And we made the adjustments and we made it happen. So, yeah, thank you.
Yes, sir. You knew he was going to be tough as hell, and he was that. Yeah. Was there anything from him that surprised you, as far other than the durability and the fact that he was going to go 15 or make it a barn burner if you need be?
Yeah, I mean, I knew he was tough. You know, I knew he was really tough. I knew he was going to march it down. It's kind of funny, like, when I got caught a couple of times against the cage and he busted out like a 4-punch flurry or whatever, it's like, oh shit, I've seen this and we wanted to avoid this. You know, I didn't want to be on this side of it. And so it's kind of funny being in the tape that you were watching. No, you know, he's really tough. Like I said, we just kind of had to deal with the circumstances because the way the first round was going, I really felt like I was finding him really well, and I felt like I could finish him. But he's for a guy who doesn't have like a huge head or a huge chin, he's tough as nails. Like he's tough. You know, he could take a punch, he could take a kick. I felt like I was landing some really good head kicks. I felt like I was landing some really good punches. And again, the way it was going, I felt like I was going to find it and find that knockout. But he's tough. I proved that I was tough, and you know, great fight.
Yes, sir. And props to your gas tank, because you kept a really good pace. for 15. Not that anybody's doubted it, but you definitely can.
Oh, yeah, no, I mean, people have, I have, and yeah, I'm proud of that too. So thank you. Yeah, that was good.
You mentioned glue. Are we talking about stitches or what are they glued?
No, they just, I've said this before. I got those Diaz eyes. I get touched and my eyes swell up. I think they were yelling in his corner too, like he doesn't wear it well. I don't wear it well. My eyes, my eyes weren't built for this sport. So yeah, no stitches, but just a little glue on the eyelid, which is almost customary. It's a kind of ritual at the end of my fights. Pop by the dog, get a little glue. It's nice that there's no stitches. That's real nice. I've been able to avoid that the last good handful of fights. But yeah, it's always something with the eyes.
Good for you, man. You'll get some longevity in this game.
Yeah.
So a little banged up, nothing too crazy, no injuries. Everything's fine. Beat a vet. What do we do next? Top 15. What are we looking at? How soon? What's the turnaround like now that we have a win tonight?
Yeah. I think. What's next is just addressing the neck. It's a big deal. I've been dealing with it for a bit, and then it just really kind of hit like a zenith this camp. And so we've got some good. I mean, obviously the best staff in the world here in Vegas, and so I'm gonna get some referrals at Denver because I know I've got some good guys there, and I'm gonna try to mirror a little bit of like the protocol that Rose did. With some PRP injections in her neck and things like that. I've got some appointments already lined up. I lined them up before the fight even happened. And, I'm just going to really work on getting some assessments from some docs and making sure the nerves and everything are active and kind of try to reverse some of the atrophy through this left side. But both sides kind of have different little issues. So, really just addressing the neck problem.
All right, sounds great. And thank you for being proactive. A lot of people are just too tough for their own good sometimes, too much warrior.
Yeah.
And we'll just be like, no, we'll just put a cortisone shot down, but good. No, good job on taking care of that, and I hope everything goes well.
Dude, man, we might even have an extra table or an extra seat at the dinner table tonight if you want to come with. You could be the sweetest media person of all time right here, man. Come on board, man. We'll take you with us. Thank you.
The bulging disc, has that been something that's just sort of been nagging and it just kind of flared back up, or is this something new, like in this particular training where it just got much more worse?
I didn't realize how severe. Like I've been dealing with things down my left side for a while. And I didn't realize I've had surgery before to address like the labrum and the long head of the bicep, and I thought that kind of cleaned up. I didn't realize how much was coming from my neck, and then I had a wrestling injury early in camp, like around like week 8 or 9 of the fight announcement, and my whole right arm kind of went dead. Like I couldn't pick my arm up all the way. My bicep immediately atrophied. I couldn't curl, and so like I said, it was about 5 weeks of camp that I couldn't do that, and so we got it clear with the UFC. Did an epidural steroid in the neck, and that kind of brought that online. But then it triggered all this extra pressure on my left side, and so the connection through my lat and my scapula, and just kind of my arm would fatigue prematurely. And we did some MRI follow-ups, and we found that the bulging discs, there was 3 before, now there were 4 total, and they all exacerbated. They're all worsened. So I had like a 4 millimeter displacement, a 2 millimeter, then like 2 other 1 millimeters, and it's just been a headache. Like this whole week, sleep is like a scarcity. It's just like because you're constantly waking up, your hands are numb, and I felt I was going to get through it for the fight, but like I said, in that first round, that knockdown, it was all in my neck. It completely triggered my neck, and so it's just kind of forefront of what needs to be done right now is just healing that and getting that back. 'Cause I believe you can. So just getting that back in line.
How do the hands feel right now? Are they still feeling sort of numb?
No, the hands feel. I just have like a real uncomfortable sensation kind of through my trap. My traps, yeah.
Yeah, nerves are weird, man, especially when
almost like a little Ricky Bobby. Like I don't know what to do with my hands. Like I'm trying to like find a place to be comfortable. Yeah.
I mean, when that happens, I know you said you just kind of had to ground yourself in the fight, but was there a moment? Because I know those are some of the things you're probably afraid to say to your corner because you don't want them to get picked up by a mic. Do you just deal with it and just kind of?
Oh man, it's so funny. Like me and Brandon have talked about this. Like the conversations you have with yourself.
Yep.
Like what's it to you? Because there's times like you kind of might lose some faculties of yourself or whatever, and then you've got a guy who's just a meat grinder, blasting you with 2s down the middle, And it's like, am I about to fucking lose this fight? Am I gonna like let this happen? It's not going my way? Like, am I gonna accept it? You know, am I gonna acquiesce and am I gonna accept it? And you have to talk yourself back into it. Like, yeah, you have to kind of have that like, don't be a bitch. Remember what it is to you, and figure a way to win this fight. Like get back in it. And so. Yeah, I definitely had some negotiations with myself in the cage for sure. Yeah,
and I know
that second round I had to make some negotiations.
Yeah, I bet. And I know when we talked to you on Wednesday at the media day, you wanted to see some violence in there. You wanted to have some hands thrown. I know you wanted to get a quick finish and do the other things, but you're welcome to the actual violence. Did you get what you wanted out of tonight?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, I honestly securing the takedowns were a big deal because it's something that I just don't do. I like relegate myself to striking too often. And again, like we mentioned earlier, I need to blend. It's martial arts, and I'm good on the ground. I've got game there, and I don't believe enough in it. So I think this really kind of opened the door to that. You know, it wasn't like maybe the way I want to go about it, but it is what it is, and I'm satisfied with it. Yeah, I think it opened up a channel I needed to see.
That's great to see. And I guess just one last one on the neck and stuff. In your initial talks with them, is it the matter of you're going to try to do everything in your control to avoid surgery? But is it the kind of thing that they're suggesting that might be something that's...
No, I think I can avoid surgery. Yeah. And I fully believe, I can avoid surgery.
That's good, because I'm sure that'd be some crazy downtime, and it's hard to come back from something like that.
I don't think so. Yeah, everyone's kind of on board that we can work around, and I think so.
Awesome. Yeah. Well, I know you didn't get to finish, tonight, and I know oftentimes you guys are hard on yourselves, but when you think about what happened out there tonight, what are you, I guess, proud of that you could take away that you were able to overcome? Was it the fact to overcome when your body started fighting with you?
Yeah. Again, just the resilience and finding it. There's been times in the past, I had tough conversations in the past where I'd almost like read a script and find a way to fuck it up. Find a way to lose, and I don't do that at all anymore. And I feel confident in my resilience. I feel confident in my experience, and now I'm proud of finding a way to win. Again, despite what anybody says, only I can feel what I was feeling in there, and we made it happen. We prepared for it. Obviously we wanted like a real crispy, clean finish, but we were prepared to mix it up and find the takedowns, and we figured we can exploit it there. And so I'm proud to do that. And again, seeing myself do it helps me in the future because it's a thing I want to continue to exploit in my opponents. Yeah.
That's awesome. Congrats on the victory.
Yeah, thank you very much.
You kind of touched on it earlier, like your
Steve,
crew. What's up, bro?
What's up, dog?
What does it mean to have a guy like Brandon in your corner?
Oh, that's my dog, man. I mean, that's my boy. It's cool. It's cool. Just it's just cool being around people you want to be around all the time, like we're the boys, we got the boys in the back. And so it's cool just being around people that know you really well and that you know really well. It's not like the guy's a fucking overwhelming leading hand throughout the week. I mean, dude, sitting there fucking fun, but I trust that guy in the corner. When he's there, I want to hear what he says because he's got a crazy IQ and he knows me and he knows the game. And if you just have people that know you like that, and all my guys are like that. I got Clay, Matza, Rafa Will, and Brandon Royval in the corner tonight. And those are also my closest friends in Colorado, And so, you have people that know you. So when shit gets sticky in there and it's not going your way or whatever, they know the points to hit. And the communication we have is so clear, like we don't hide anything from each other. And so like in the back even, you go through an emotional roller coaster, I just keep it 100 with them. I tell them how I'm feeling. I'm not trying to like act like I'm more gassed up than I am. I'll even tell them, don't gas me up. It's not working right now. Like I need you to talk to me. I need you to ground me, or I need you to, it's very transparent. And we're all, no one's above us, and we're not above each other. We just have each other's best interests, and we're all shoulder to shoulder in arms. God bless our hearts. That's a hard part 7 right there.
He posted a picture of like a paper doll in the octagon after. Do you know about that?
Oh, dude, yeah. Brandon's got his niece's school project with him. I mean, I'll be damned if baby girl doesn't see the second grade. Okay, I mean she's got the most outstanding project coming back to Colorado that next week. Yeah, he's been taking that Stanley doll with us, or Stanley sticker, whatever it is, with us everywhere. Probably the sickest photos of all time for a first grader to bring in for a school project.
And she's got to win it.
Yeah, she's got to win it. Yeah, if it's not a competition, it is now. Yeah, she's got to win it.
Yeah. St. Patrick's Day weekend in Vegas. What are you doing to celebrate?
You know, I'm way cool. I'm way cooler these days. I try not to get, I try to just make peace with things and not take the lows too low and not take the highs too high. With that being said, I got a couple young bucks with me, a couple cousins out here that came out for the first time, a few things they've never seen before. So I'm gonna show them, a little bit of the starlight of Vegas at night. Take a little titty bar too. I don't know, but we're gonna have a good steak dinner. We're gonna go rack up. I hear they're printing money at the Palace right now, so we're gonna go catch a few more dubs on the BJ table. Get some blackjack going, and then keep it kind of cordial. Maybe have a little bit of a night, but nothing too crazy. And then Monday when we get home, I might have a green beer or two. Yeah.
Awesome. Congrats, man.
Thank you.